Hey guys, Calvin here, and today I'm bringing you a TDM on launch Black Ops, obviously. I hope you all are having a very nice Saturday morning. It's about noon here. Hope my voice holds up throughout this. I'm drinking some coffee and it's just leaving me with the driest taste you can possibly imagine. Sorry that there's a little bit of glitchiness in this video. I think when I was doing it from theater mode, it was really lagged. The game, when I played it, it was really lagged, and theater mode was, the playback was real lagged, so if you see me sort of fast-forwarding awkwardly and things like that, forgive me. This is a very, very old game. I don't even remember when I played it. I just remember enjoying it. So, today we're going to do part 3 of the State of My Call of Duty game. This is going to be the last one of this series. We're going to do another tips and tricks video to get ready for Modern Warfare 3, but I think this is the last one we're going to do in this particular series, so definitely look forward to that with some more detail on sort of what you can work on and think about in preparation for that game. But okay, back to our point, the point we were making last video, and that is that I had changed my game and gone from being a very defensive, originally a very aggressive player, to a defensive cautious player, to a recklessly aggressive player. And what I really wanted to do in preparation for Modern Warfare 3 was get my game back a little bit. I wanted to get back to being a slightly more defensive player, in that I wanted to be a little bit more careful with what I was doing. I certainly didn't want to be campy or too cautious or conservative, but I realized I had crossed the very fine line between aggression and recklessness in my recent play in Black Ops and Modern Warfare 2, and it wasn't serving me well. I mean, you know, I told you guys I'm all about honesty. You know, in between, I've played a couple of incredible games of Black Ops and Modern Warfare 2, and me and my guys played a couple of games of domination that were 5-point nail biters, and every single person on our team went negative by about a kill. You know, it just happens. Sometimes you don't play badly, and it happens. So just something to think about. But I think what I realized was that there were 4 or 5 things that really defined every player that I watched. The best players, the bad players, the average guy. That is, how they moved and navigated around the map, the quality of their aim, the quality of their reflexes, and their situational awareness. So let's just break that down, each one bit by bit. Your map movement and knowledge is critically important, and probably the single most important thing in how you're going to do in this game. The spawns are, to some extent, predictable, whether you're playing TDM or DOM or Headquarters or Demolition. They're actually even more regimented in Headquarters and Demolition and game types like that. Learning where the spawns occur is a huge part of playing well, because it'll keep you from being caught unawares. I'm looking at the minimap right here, having played this game 9 months ago, and I knew that guy, even without knowing what was happening in this gameplay, was coming out of there, because that's where the other team spawns when my team is on the other side of the map. So Radiation is a good example of this, because the spawns are very cut and dry, and frankly, this is, I think, the way the spawn system should work. It makes sense. So that's what you need to learn. The second thing is navigating around the map in terms of obviously not getting stuck on objects, which I am a huge example of not doing this, because I get stuck on shit all the time, and it's because I'm careless. Obviously the limitations of moving with a controller are going to affect you there, but you know, you just be careful, move carefully around objects, and do what I'm doing right here. I went from cover to cover to cover, look back down into cover, up around the barrier, head glitch there, 2 easy kills. And that's just pure luck, because I never knife. I'm the worst knifer in the history of knifing. So that's the other part of map movement. Always use cover. At least 2 of your flanks should be covered at all times. If they're not, you're doing something wrong. Okay, so reflexes. There's not a lot I can say here. Your reflexes are your reflexes. You're born with them or you're not. I don't have any idea how to tell you to practice them. A million things can influence your reflexes, your stress, your fatigue level, your adrenaline, anything. One of the reasons I've been playing as badly as I have been relatively lately is because I never freaking sleep. I have a young daughter. I stay up too late doing a myriad of other things, and I tend to not sleep more than 4 or 5 hours a night, and that really affects your reflexes. So that's something to think about. And when I'm talking about reflexes, I'm simply talking about how fast you react to what's going on around you. You see a guy, boom, you just swing your gun over and shoot him, that type of thing. The next thing I want to talk to you about is situational awareness. Being aware of simple things like that skull and crossbones there. One of my teammates just died there. The only conclusion I can make is that there was an enemy there that killed him. I mean, granted, presuming there isn't any air support or something like that. Pay attention to those things. Watch the red dots on your map for people firing that are ghosted. It's the one way of sussing out where they are. And I'm pretty positive that's a real word. So little things like that will help make you a much better player. Just stay aware of your surroundings. Do you hear grenades? Do you hear someone reloading? All that kind of stuff. And the last thing is your aim. And again, it's something that's difficult to quantify, but your aim may be the second or third most important thing, and that's something that you just need to practice to get better at.